Hey guys, so this is the second character that will be featured in patch 3.2, which is Brume. I probably butchered that name, but I'm just gonna call it Brume. So, yeah. Okay, so Brume is a dynamo character, another dynamo character, right? So look at all the electrics, yeah, shouting out dynamo. But she's also a burn character. So here, if you look into her gameplay, she is teamed up with Corvus, Charon, and Ezra. As usual, as a dynamo unit, she does what most dynamo unit does: set the array, having dynamo, injecting dynamo into the array, and then once dynamo hit level 3, she will also gain some form of effect, but we will go through that in a moment. But just now I also mentioned that Brume is a burn unit. So where does this burn come from? Because at the moment, the team has not inflicted any burn on the enemy, right? So she does it from a follow-up attack. And she do a follow-up attack when the array is at level 3. Yeah, so let's wait for that. But just to explain to you, I want you to take note on Charon's damage as well on the boss, because Charon is spirit and will have bonus afflictors against this boss. So, depending on how much damage, usually he deals about 100 plus thousand of damage, 100 plus ish. So that can at least let us judge how much is actually dealt by Brume. Okay, so here, let's wait a bit more. It's gonna attack. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and instantly depleting the enemy's HP to 0. Now the enemy refresh, and here Charon only does about 20. So if that's the case, then Brume is actually doing a lot of damage, right? But anyway, let us wait for the actual showcase, and then we will know how good Brume is. So for Brume's insight, the first one, when entering battle, gain Amplify Surge. That's the same for all Dynamo team. Just that one thing to highlight here is that her ultimate does not take up the incantation draw limit. So it's just like Auric and Charon's. Okay, at Insight 1, at the start of the turn, when a certain number of Dynamo is funneled into the field, when enemy have a certain number of burn, then you gain thermodynamic effect, which I will explain in the next slide. And for Insight 3, when entering battle, Brume gives herself piezo electricity. When Brume reaches a certain number of thermodynamic effect, she gains dynamo and increase moxie on herself. So when the channel gem charging ends, if at least a certain number of thermodynamic effect is consumed, she will do a follow-up attack, which is Destination Fang. If more thermodynamic effect is consumed, then Destiny Fair, what's that? Fee or Fair deals more mental damage. Okay, so Amplified Surge, what happens is that when you hit level 3 pulsing field, it will increase thermoelectric effect and extend the duration of piezoelectricity. And when it's also in pulsing level 3, she will do an attack called Scenery Cost, which can deal more mental damage. That is her another form of follow attack. So she actually has two. One is Destination Fair, the other is Scenery Cost. So Destination Fair is mass mental damage, while Scenery Cost is single target. So after attacking, inflict burn, and this attack is affected by Ultimate Might. Now for skill 1, is adaptive, so you can choose between Spontaneous Trip and Long Distance Plan. So Spontaneous Trip is a single mental damage, and after attacking you get piezoelectricity. And if you choose Long Distance Plan, that is a channeling skill, so she enters channeling and she will gain thermoelectric effect and start gem charging status. So while she is in gem charging, at the end of the round, she will release Scenery Cost. Okay, that's why Scenery Cost, as mentioned, is a single mental damage. After attacking, inflict burn, and this attack is also affected by Ultimate Might. And when Brume is attacking with this skill, as incendiary cost. She will also consume as much thermoelectric effect as possible, and that will increase the mental damage of scenery cost and the number of attack that is dealt by scenery cost. So this is the one that you see in the showcase. She does it 3 times, and in the end there is 1 more, so total of 4 follow-up attacks. As for S2, it's a self buff where she also gained thermoelectric effect and also gained truth tempering. So truth tempering increases damage dealt and incantation might, and after attacking, inflict disguise dissolution on the target, where disguise dissolution will decrease crit damage and crit resist on the enemy. As for her ultimate is single mental damage, and she will gain thermoelectric effect and increase the duration of passive electricity. And after attacking, inflict target with burn and stowaway. So stowaway is scenery cost will prioritize attacking enemy with this status. So what's my thought about this unit? Well, technically I kind of expected it because I did mention how the game seems to be wanting to split the Dynamo team into 2 separate teams, where Lucy and Auric will be one, and then Culver's and Charon will be one, and then now with this new character, Brume, she will probably join the Charon team with Corvus. But we just had too many Dynamo units already since like patch 2.8. Then every patch is Dynamo. I really hope they could just give it a rest at least for 1 patch, introduce us new kit. This patch actually has new kit, which is Beryl herself. But yeah, I mean, like, just take a short break, give us other units so we can play while you start to develop more Dynamo team. But just don't do it back to back continuously for so many patches. And that also, I have one issue with the Dynamo team, which is the array. Due to the array, the Dynamo team seems to be rather rigid, and now they are even splitting up the 2 teams. So if you focus on this Dynamo team, yes, they are very strong, but you wouldn't be able to bring other units with array as well. Like, let's say you want to do something with Semmelweis, with Lopera, it doesn't work because the Dynamo team keeps substituting the array. Or if you are like playing Myth Manifest and you want to use the Spirit Myth Manifest that also have an array, then all of this can't work. Okay, so I felt it's a bit annoying that they put the array as an array. They should turn it to some icon just like Blood Tie that you have at the side, and how much Dynamo is actually funneled into that icon. But anyway, it is what it is. Overall, Brume seems to be quite strong. I think she is like the DPS for this patch, since Beryl may not be. Actually, it's quite hard to tell until we get the full translation with the numbers. Okay, so anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Like I mentioned in the other video, I think I did mention that I will do another video when the kit with numbers are out, so I will call that as the kit analysis video. So yeah, so I think that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching and have a good day. Do let me know your comment in the comment section below.